Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Since we are now welcoming in October with open arms, I got my fall flowers back here. I'm trying to be more fall-like, but because today is the first day of October, I'm going to be sharing book favorites from the previous month of September. So these are all the 5-star books that we reviewed on Chicklet Plus, whether it be me or someone from my review team. Just any book that got 5 stars on Chicklet Plus in the month of September, I will be chatting about today. So if you would like to see those books that got favorited by Chicklet Plus, please keep watching. Is Season of Salt and Honey, and this is by Hannah Tunnicliffe. Cliff? You know what I'm saying. This review was by Annie. It says, from the author of the sweet and airy novel The Color of Tea comes a resonant new book about a woman starting over following the tragic loss of her fiancé. In Annie's review, she mentioned that there's a great cast of characters. She called this a delicious novel, but she mentioned that there was a lot of Italian recipes throughout the book, which I think is so fun. I'm a big fan of foodie books, so I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get to read this one, but Annie gave it 5 stars. All of the books that are mentioned in this video, their Amazon links will be below in case you want to check the book out, and then also the link to the review on Chicklet Plus if you want to read the reviews as well. The next one is The Color of Water in July, and this is by Nora Carroll. This book has over 400 reviews on Amazon, so that's pretty crazy. So Annie gave this one a 5-star review as well. Looks like it takes place in northern Michigan. It says that she begins to... How's my dog? She begins to unravel hidden histories of her mother and her grandmother. She makes a startling discovery about a tragic death. Annie mentioned in her review, she said that she read it in one setting, which is amazing. But she also said the betrayals in this book are unimaginable. So that to me is really intriguing, especially I think the cover is really beautiful, just like the simple cover. And then the blurb I thought was excellent as well. Sorry, my phone is going off as always. But yeah, so that was The Color of Water in July by Nora Carroll, and links are below. Next one is Better Than Chocolate, and this one is by J.L. Rowan. It says, 3 friends, a broken engagement, a surprise elopement, a big secret, a lot of chocolate. Christy is the one who reviewed this one, and what I thought was so interesting, I mean, her review is just raving over this book to the point where I got, I sometimes get emails or messages or people will comment on there and saying, like, this review made me buy this book. This review, I probably had the most amount of messages and comments and feedback saying that people bought the book because of this review, because she totally did rave over it, which I think is so cool. But also she said on a scale of 1 to 5, I give this book a 6. So she clearly loved it. So that was Better Than Chocolate. This one is a 5-star from me, and this is for Wake Up Call by Amy Avanzino. Maybe I'm saying that right. This book, I don't know if I noticed this before I started reading it, but it says it is book 1 in the Wake Up series, which I found very interesting. We follow Sarah, who basically wakes up one morning and has no memory of her past 5 years. So she wakes up thinking that she's hungover after a night out with her friends, and it turns out she's waking up next to her husband and they have children running around. She can't remember getting married to him. She doesn't remember having their children, but because she lost those memories, she went from being someone who was career-oriented, didn't want to settle down, was all about, her life, her ambitions, her goals, her friends, and now she somehow has totally flipped the coin and is a stay-at-home mom, married, and so because that she doesn't remember those times happening, she just cannot settle into that role. She doesn't believe it for the longest time. Along without her memories, she's trying to get them back and she's trying to understand, but she doesn't want to adapt to them. She still is super confused how she ended up there in her life. She's trying to put the pieces together to figure out what changed so drastically in these 5 years that she would get to where she was. And I just thought it was really interesting. It was written very believably, like she was going to the doctor, she was trying to figure it out. She did get into an accident, and that's what they think had caused the memory loss and all that stuff. So it wasn't anything like supernatural or unbelievable in my opinion, and she slowly starts to get the memories back because then I almost kind of thought like something big would happen and then just all of a sudden all of her memories are back and she remembers them. But I thought it was interesting as the book played out, as it unfolded, to see how it went along. She wasn't always the most likable of characters along the way because she was so adamant that, you know, something was wrong, like this couldn't be how she ended up. So, I mean, she wasn't always like someone I was like really like, hey, you know, she's a good person, but she was so real and relatable, and I just thought it was so interesting. And I loved seeing that this is a series. I'm super curious what the next book will be, and I will definitely be on the lookout for that. The next one is Her Final Breath, and this is by Robert Dugoni. This review is from Annie. I did notice on Amazon it is the #1 bestseller in thrillers, suspense, crime / serial killers. So that is a #1 bestseller. It has the nice little gold tag next to it on Amazon. It is also in a series. It is in the Tracy Crosswhite series, book 2. It looks like we follow a homicide detective who is returning to the police force after a retrial of her sister's killer. And Annie's review, the last line, she said something like she thought she had the whole book figured out only to realize like she was completely wrong. And I think those are always nice when it's not super obvious in the beginning, even if we think it's obvious and then we get to the end and realize like, whoa, that wasn't obvious at all. Those are really interesting. So if you're into the mystery and thriller and suspense and you enjoy reading about serial killers, this might be a good one for you. And the last one that we have that got 5 stars in September is Cold Fate, and this is by Amy FitzHenry. I love the cover. I think that is so cute. It's on Amazon. It says pre-wedding dinners turn into serious doubts in this fresh and funny debut about tying the knot and untethering from the past. Emma is the one that reviewed this on CLP Plus, and she said it is one of the best books that she has read all year, so very high praise there from Emma. So again, that is Cold Feet by Amy. Those are all the books that got 5-star reviews in the month of September from CLP Plus. I hope that you enjoyed this video and enjoyed the books. I would love to know if you have any of these books on your reading list, if you have read any of them, or if this video has persuaded you to maybe go pick them up. Please do comment below and let me know if any of that rings true for you. Please do give this video a thumbs up if you like favorites videos. I've been very much enjoying making these for you because it's fun for me to be able to go a little bit more in depth and in the reviews that my other reviewers have given. I have found a lot of books that I have still bought after reading my reviewers' reviews, even though I'm always so behind on my reading list, and it just grows and grows and grows and kind of gives me anxiety. But after reading their like glowing reviews, it's like, how could I not read this book? Like, I have to read it. So yeah, I think that is all I have for now. Welcome to another month. I hope October goes so well for you. I'm trying so hard to get more into the fall spirit. I'm such a summer girl. So basically fall to me means summer's not here anymore and winter is about to get here. So I'm like, but I'm going to try to embrace it as best as I can. I hope you have a wonderful month. Stay tuned for the video on my September beauty and lifestyle favorites. That will be coming soon as well. Please subscribe before you leave, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.